Mandy. I am here in Utah right now. My view is amazing. I tied my camera up to this post thing, so hopefully it doesn't fall off and die and I lose my footage and everything forever, because that would not be good. Literally my entire room, there was nowhere to put my camera so that I can sit and talk to you guys. I'm gonna move a little bit closer. I'm so scared about my camera falling off this ledge. Hope you guys can hear me properly. I'm gonna try and talk loud. First thing I want to tell you guys about is literally the story of me saving this girl's life at a pool in Vegas. It was so stupid. Like, what happened, I don't even know. Like, it was kind of annoying, and I don't know, these things can be avoided. Like, I know that bottom line, girls need to be there for each other. Girls need to look out for each other. Girls need to have each other's backs. Whenever I go places, if I see a girl in need, I'm always there. If there's a girl that needs my help at a club, or super drunk, or falling all over the place, or alone, or I see like some guys coming on to girls that are vulnerable and drunk and whatever, I'm in there and I'm helping them out right away. Nothing will stop me from doing that. I'm gonna see if you guys can hear me first, because if you can't, this is stupid. So what happened was, I went to the pool at the Venetian, and we were sitting, and the pool is really big. There's a bunch of different pools, there's a bunch of different areas. There's a party pool area, and there's just a chill out area, whatever. So I was in the chill out area across from the party pool, and I'm just sitting on my chair, like lying in the sun, chilling, whatever. And I was there for a few hours. It was a really nice day, having a few drinks, going in and out of the pool, having a really nice time. I wasn't drunk or anything. And then I noticed that there's these two girls stumbling around, and one of them like keeps falling on the ground. She's all over the place. She's forgetting things, like she's dropping things and losing things, and she didn't have her shoes on. She left her shoes somewhere and she was looking for them. Her friend wasn't helping her at all. Her friend was just kind of laughing at her, kept feeding her these drinks, and wasn't really helping in any way, shape, or form. So I was kind of watching, because I know everybody has their moments, everybody has their drunk times, and you know, like, you don't always need to step in and be like the hero or whatever, because some people can figure it out on their own. Some people can be independent like that. But if I see that there's a situation where clearly they need help, yeah, I will jump in. So this chick, the one who was significantly more drunk than the other, starts, like, she goes to the ground, and she's like on the ground like this, and she's kind of swaying, and like she looks like she's about to puke. And she's in the sun, there's no shade except for where I am. She's in the sun is blaring down on her, and we're talking like over 40-degree weather here. Like, this was very, very hot day, and if you're drunk like that, you shouldn't be in the sun like that. Like, it's not good. You could get heat stroke, you could get even more sick. You need to have water, whatever. So her friend just keeps feeding her these drinks and laughing at her, whatever, and this girl is passing out, drunk, looks like she's about to puke. She looks like she was suffering. So I was just kind of watching for a while, then finally I'm like, you know what, I need to step in. I need to bring this girl into some shade. I need to bring her some water, whatever. I'm gonna just see if she's okay, because obviously her friend isn't helping her. Actually, a few times her friend would just get up and leave her there. So that kind of upset me. So I'm like, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna go and help. So I walked up to her, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? I'm noticing that you're kind of stumbling around. Can I get you some water? I really think you should drink something. And let's bring you into the shade, because I don't think you should be in the sun when you're like this. And she could hardly talk or like look at me or whatever, but I could see that she was like, yeah, like, I thank you so much for helping me. I really need this help. So I helped her up, and I'm helping her over to the shade, and her friend comes over and she's like, hey, it's okay, I got this, I can take care of her, whatever. And I'm like, you seem pretty drunk yourself. I really think that you both should drink some water and you both should sit in the shade. And her friend was like, oh no, it's fine, I'll take care of her, whatever. And I'm like, all of her stuff is all over the pool right now and you just left her here. Like, no, like I'm gonna help you guys, both of you guys. So I sit them in the shade, and her friend that was super drunk, the one that was significantly more drunk, who was about to throw up, was like, yeah, like let her help us, like we need the water, blah blah blah. So I sit them in the shade, I get all of this, I collect all their shoes and all their purses and everything that they had all over the pool, and I bring it to them, and then I leave and I get some water for both. I come back, I give them some water, and I sit and I kind of talk to them for a while. The girl that was really drunk had elephant tattoos on her back, so we talked about that for a bit, and I said, you know what? There's a lot of messed up people around here, especially in Vegas. I really think you guys should be careful, and I think you guys should go home. If you need to throw up. It might make you feel better. Please don't drink any more alcohol. Have some water, lie in the shade, call an Uber, go home. So her friend looks like she's like pissed off, like she just wants me to leave, whatever. I got the picture, but the one with the elephant tattoos that was way more drunk was like, thank you so much. She shook my hand, she was really grateful, and I'm like, I'll just be over here if you need me. They're like, okay, thanks. So I walk over and I'm sitting and I'm watching them, and they're not drinking the water. They're getting up and stumbling around, falling all over the place, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like babysitting. And I shouldn't have to be doing this, like I'm not responsible for these people. But I just felt like I was, because nobody else there gave a crap about these two girls. And they were young, they were beautiful, they were really skinny, and like they looked really vulnerable, and I didn't want anyone taking advantage of them. So finally, the really drunk one gets up, stumbles way across the pool area, and I'm thinking she's gonna go to the bathroom and puke, right? Her friend doesn't do anything, her friend just kind of watches her leave. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Finally, she walks into this random building, this door that leads to this other building, and it doesn't even have a bathroom sign on, it was just a random door, and I'm like, oh crap, like what's going on? And her friend just kind of laughs from a distance, and we're like far away at this point. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And now her friend kind of gets up and is like, okay, now this is a little bit more serious. Where did she go? And she's looking around. So I get up and I'm like, I saw where she went. She went into this random building with this door or whatever, and her friend doesn't even look in it. She goes the other direction. They are absolutely totaled at this point, and I can't even like communicate with them. So the other girl stumbles off to another area, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go after the really drunk one. So I go into this door, into this random building. It's pitch black in there. There's so many hallways. I'm kind of freaked out because I'm by myself. So I turn my flashlight on my phone, and I'm looking around. I don't want to go too far because I don't want the door to lock behind me. And I'm like, hello? And no answer, no response. I went as far as I could, and then I didn't feel safe because I'm in Vegas. I'm in this random dark building that nobody even knows where it is or what it is. So I turned back and I'm like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? So I go and check on the friend that wasn't helping whatsoever, and she had walked into an area with a door that says danger chlorine. And she walked into that door and vanished. And I'm like, okay, now we have two girls in random door buildings that I don't even know where they lead to. One of them is dangerous, and they're both absolutely intoxicated, and now they are alone. It was one thing when they were together, and now they're apart. Super drunk, vulnerable young girls in Vegas. So I did what anybody should do. I went to the pool customer service area. I reported it, and I said, look, these girls are intoxicated, they're falling all over the place. I think one of them had to puke, she went to the wrong door, one of them went into the danger chlorine door, and I can't find them. I tried my best. I need your help, because you know what, if I had woken up the next day and looked at a Shane Dawson video and saw a conspiracy theory on 2 girls that got mysteriously died in random chlorine buildings at a pool in Vegas, I would be I felt responsible. So I'm like, okay, no, I don't want that. I don't want anybody to die today. So we got the pool customer service people looking around for them. It took a really long time, and I was kind of helping them. I was sitting, I was watching, and then finally one of them walks out with the friend that had walked into the danger chlorine door, and she was fine, she was walking, she was still drunk, stumbling around, whatever. And I'm like, okay, did you find the girl that with the elephant tattoos that was really drunk, that looked like she was gonna throw up? And they were like, we're looking for her, whatever. So about 45 minutes goes by, and they go into the door that was pitch black that she had originally went into, that I went into to look for her. And all of a sudden a bunch of Medipack guys come, a bunch of first aid people come, and I'm like, oh my god, what happened? So they go in there and they come out and they have her, and I asked, oh my god, is she okay, whatever, and they said that they found her in there passed out cold. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god I got help. Thank god I got help. And like, just keep in mind, you guys, these girls, like, they didn't get in trouble. Don't ever feel bad for letting somebody know that they need help. They didn't get in trouble, you know, they didn't get arrested, nothing like that. They were just young girls that drank too much and were extremely vulnerable. And I'm a young girl that, you know, I'm by myself dealing with this, and I need help too. Like, I have 2 drunk girls running around, but whatever. And you know what? I'm sorry that this video is about to take a really dark turn, but this kind of thing is how girls get raped and taken advantage of and drugged and abducted and stuff like that. If the wrong person at the wrong time passed out drunk in a dark building that nobody was into, or nobody was there to help them or saw them except for a really sick, disgusting human being that would take advantage of a girl like that. This is the world we live in, and that's the kind of stuff that happens. So us girls, we gotta be there for each other. We have to watch out for each other, and we have to have each other's backs. And don't ever feel awkward or embarrassed or like you're doing somebody wrong if you call for help. These are the things that you guys need to learn. This is the things you guys need to educate yourself on, and never ever 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 be too careful or too cautious. Watch the amount that you're drinking, and be careful, you guys. Just be careful. It's okay to drink and have fun and get drunk with your friends and have a good time, but just be safe. Just be safe, you guys. So yeah, that is my Vegas pool save life story, and I'll see you guys in my next couple videos. Love you. Bye.